How y'all doing? This is Herbert Kareem. I haven't been doing no videos for a while because I've been heavily into investing and teaching HK Network members. You want to actually, a little too late to join that. I closed that because it's just too much. Anyways, if you're dealing with any health issues, Kareem still deals with ForsythLife.com or Herbert Kareem. So this is what I do. That's my profession. So you can go to ForsythLife.com if you're dealing with any codes. We know that's going around. Now, there's about less than 50 of these calendars left that my queen put together. It's called Kings and Queens 2025. So boom, nice. And she put these together of our first line of calendars that will be starting next year. And I have some that I'll be putting together myself. It's going to be a series of calendars. And just wait, be on the cusp. And this is the first of many to come. Okay. And they come sealed, so you ain't got to worry about that. Ready to go. And it's less than 50. So before they're all gone, you might want to get yourself one before the new year. Now, let's get into this. We're going to talk about massa. A lot of y'all individuals don't know where you live, okay? And you're afraid and you don't understand. But we ain't going to keep you long, okay? I'm not going to keep you too long. I just want to give you a kind of an update on the issue dealing with TikTok ban, okay? A lot of individuals is worried, thinking that it's over. What are they doing? But Massa is making sure that they do it their way. Okay, you have to understand you do live in the U.S. of America, so you can't have it your way. This ain't Burger King. So, but at least you get a chance to see when individuals, that are juggernauts and big dogs like the United States of America. You got other countries like China. You got other ones that are actually Russia that are actually making their moves, and they're trying to break away or mend and blend. You're gonna have to play ball. Yes. So let me get to it because I could talk all day. Listen, I'm gonna play a video right here so you can understand individuals that are trying to purchase TikTok, because TikTok ain't got a choice. It really don't. Okay, if you gonna do business in US, you gonna do it they way. Anybody know anything about cryptocurrency? You guys can put it down at the bottom. What happened to CZ dealing with Binance, one of the largest cryptocurrencies in United States. Okay, Binance, and what happened to that CEO? Okay, you can't come over here doing business in United States and become a billion, 100 billion, multi-billion-dollar industry and not pay the piper. Okay. So that's how they get down. That's how it works. So in United States, but you know what? Let them say it. Let them tell you. Okay, we're gonna let them tell you. Some of y'all don't believe, so we're gonna let them tell you. All right? Yeah.
A panel of federal judges in D.C. last week upheld a new law that could effectively ban the popular social media app TikTok by mid-January if its Chinese owners do not sell it to a new buyer. Frank McCourt, the executive chairman of McCourt Global and founder of Project Liberty, is one of the potential buyers, and he joins us now. Good to see you here.
Good morning.
So TikTok says, well, they might go to the Supreme Court on this one. If they don't, their parent company, ByteDance, has said they're not interested in selling. Do you have any indication that they will, and that the incoming Trump administration would support someone like you buying it?
Well, yeah, I think where we are now, Margaret, is there's three options. One is an appeal. Our lawyers tell us there's very little chance of a successful appeal by ByteDance. Strong bipartisan legislation, a 3-0 vote by the appellate court. So now that leaves us with two: a ban or a sale.
So you just heard what he said. It was already a 3-0 vote in the appellate court. So what I'm saying? So they've already unanimously said that this is going to be banned. Okay? So the third option don't exist. It's only one or two. You sell or you let it go down to the dirt. What part are they talking about selling? Understand what they're talking about.
We don't want to see it banned. I'd add that President-elect Trump has also said he doesn't want to see it banned. So now let's talk about the sales. So we've been working for the last 8 months on the assumption that the legislation would be upheld and that there would be a sale. So that's where we are right now. And we're working very, very hard to be in a position to buy the U.S. portion of TikTok.
Right.
U.S. portion of TikTok. United States portion. But that's heavy for them over there in their algorithm with TikTok. That's that's the majority. You understand how United States citizens get down. We spend money.
So it's not shut down.
So what is that worth to you? There are estimates it could be as high as $200 billion in worth.
$200 billion would be more in the range of what the entirety of the platform is worth, not just a U.S. piece. And let's be clear, the Chinese government has said they're not selling the algorithm. They view that as IP of the country. So U.S. TikTok is a piece of ByteDance. If it's sold, it will be sold without an algorithm. So the value will be far, far less than 200.
Company's name is ByteDance, and it'll be far less than $200 billion because they're just selling the portion of US and not the entirety of algorithm of TikTok. But United States members are crawling. They want this 170 million users base because they're gonna do some damage. They're gonna get busy. They got plans, huh? They got some plans. They want to compete with Meta, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. They want to compete with Jeff Bezos, Amazon. They want to compete with Microsoft.
$200 billion. We have circled over $20 billion to be in a position, and we're very serious about raising whatever capital is required.
$20+ billion they expected this to be sold for, but they're willing to raise whatever the capital needed to get this.
To buy the platform. And to be clear, we're looking to move the 170 million users over to a new protocol where the individuals will own and control their identity and their data. We're not looking to replicate the existing version.
And you probably don't know what that means. The existing individuals that are the content creators, okay? This is what I'm thinking I didn't like about TikTok myself, is because you don't even know who your user base is. You can't market to your user base. You have to pay for that. It's controlled heavily by China. Okay, so you really can't do a lot over there control-wise. You got to just post, follow the rules, and then hopefully go viral when you do, boom. And it's just, it's not in the control of yourself. Now, it's really not with other platforms neither, but you get a lot more, what is called leeway and things that you want to do within the guidelines of the regulations of the social media platform. Okay, so it's a lot more restrictions on the content creator on TikTok versus the other platforms. So, but I do know one thing. When it shifts, if it does, and it looks like it will, the US portion shifts over to the someone in United States, they always be trying to boost their platform the first 1 to 2 years to 5 years to whoever's over there doing content. You gonna most likely get paid like crazy. And I'm gonna bring some more information on this, showing you how you will get paid. Because this guy right here, he's in negotiations with Polkadot. Anybody know about cryptocurrency and actual layer ones and actually blockchain, you'll understand how that integrates, but you probably don't know. Okay, so they're in negotiation with Polkadot to make this very innovatively and American-based, stacking the deck with Americans only integration and infrastructure. That's what they plan on doing. I'll talk about that in another video. Continue.
Let's talk about that. As you said, 170 million Americans use TikTok, especially young people. U.S. law prohibits foreign control of mass media, but this social media space is kind of a loophole here. There aren't a lot of governing rules in this space. Do you think Congress needs to write new rules of the road to ban foreign ownership and to put restrictions on even owners like you?
I think we need to upgrade our our regulations and our policies. There's no doubt about that. But far more importantly, we need to fix the technology. The internet is broken, fundamentally broken. We heard your guest earlier, Representative Turner, talk about the threat from China on our telecom hack. Massive hack, massive threat to Americans.
And they're still in the telecom system, according to U.S.
Absolutely. And we heard your recent guests, Representative Kelly and Crow, talk about the deluge of misinformation and disinformation, the fact that it's a very dangerous world right now. The reason why the Congress moves so quickly with TikTok to pass the legislation is because it is a national security threat to Americans. And the reason why the judges upheld it is for that same reason. So let's turn a problem into a solution by taking advantage of this moment, move the 170 million users over to a new protocol where individuals are respected.
Do you have an indication from President-elect Trump that he wants to see an American entity buy this? Because he would also have some influence in the outcome.
Of course, as president-elect, he'll have massive influence.
Have you spoken to him?
But President Trump is a deal maker. We know that. I'm a deal maker. Okay, I've been doing business deals my entire life. Let's make a deal where everybody wins, where China's able to sell the U.S. portion of TikTok, where American citizens are protected, and where there's 170 million users continue to enjoy the platform. So he has said he doesn't want it banned, which means a sale.
Which means a sale. So you have to understand, Trump will be in office in January 20th. They're selling it January 19th. Biden pushed this forward to make sure TikTok is banned. So Trump has some decisions to make, but what can he do?
And the legislation and the appellate decision require that this platform be owned by Americans. We have built a clean, bottom-up American stack.
He talking about American stack, he mean Polkadot. Polkadot blockchain, that's what he's talking about. That whole infrastructure right there, Americans. And they're going to push it through them.
To move this user base over where there'll be no Chinese backdoors and no ability to take advantage of American citizens.
You're indicating you've built out some technology, you think, that will not allow for government surveillance.
Correct.
But
now, listen here. I mean, we're going to go over here, right here. I need you to understand some things right here. Well, okay? I need you to say something. Now, look, this is other purchases right here. Okay? Who could buy TikTok? These are the people as well. You got Kevin O'Leary and you got Steve Much. Okay, this dude right here used to be underneath Trump's, under his cabinet before. Now, listen, I want you to read from right here. These people are interested in buying this actual TikTok. Okay, so they're talking about protecting Americans from foreign adversaries controlled by applications act passed, and they passed this act. Okay, governor lawmakers. Now, it's not really much the CEO can do. I'm gonna be honest. He can't do much of TikTok. Now, this see right here. The Senate passed the bill, and President Joe Biden signed it into law. ByteDance, this is the shareholders, the company, the parent company of TikTok, China-based parent company, would have to sell the app to an American company within 6 months. Otherwise, TikTok could be banned from the United States, period. Okay, so the individuals that are actually interested, former Treasury Secretary Stephen Mnuchin, was the investment banker of Treasury Secretary under President Donald Trump. Okay, he's getting ready and prepared to get any amount of investors together to purchase TikTok, because it could be pretty powerful who get this or whatnot. And also Kevin O'Leary. Y'all know who he is from Shark Tank. So, okay, now check this out. This is Polkadot right here. Polkadot Ecosystems I by Frank McCourt, the guy that was talking and whatnot. Details of it. That he is putting this blockchain network frequencies to see for TikTok, perfect for decentralized internet model. He wants to merge TikTok with Dot to give users not corporations control over data, algorithm, and privacy. The users give to users. and anybody that's actually using it and content creators, they gonna actually part planning to put money into your pocket. This is what they plan is that this guy gets it. Okay. You're gonna be making some money as you do your content create a lot more than you make on TikTok right now. Okay. If you do not know the actual liveness that's going through, it's more so with the majority of people that make this money and make this bag is the live stream bag that people make. You know, the Chinese individuals that are doing the selling your content. They know your data, they know your algorithm, they know what you want to purchase, they know your address, they know what you're thinking, what you're feeling. They can advertise directly to you through their TikTok app over there. Nobody's really benefiting that heavy as much as their benefit. Okay, so the U.S. wants to be the juggernaut since you're selling and benefiting from our citizens, our people, our members are in US. Since you're benefiting heavy from them and you don't want to give me a piece of that pie, that's a problem. And they're not getting as much as your people are getting part of that pie, that's a problem. So what can they do? Okay? Okay? What can be done? What most likely is going to happen is kind of two options. If they ByteDance, parent company of TikTok, CEO fights back, okay? If he says, hell with this, I'm going to fight, continue fighting, he ain't really got a leg to stand on. Google, Apple Store, and everywhere you are able to get that app, it's going to dry up eventually. You're not going to be able to use the app no more. Nobody will be able to download that app no more. They'll put sanctions on Google and App Store. And anyway, you can download that TikTok app to your phone, it'll be shut down. Those that are using it on your TikTok, it won't be able to update. The app will still be there, but it is just go slowly, 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 slowly. The shares and stocks will go to zero. Okay? Zero. It'll be kind of like, it'll be committing catastrophic craziness on an actual stock shares of a business. It'll just go down, 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 down. It'll be crazy to do something like that. But another way they can fight back is they can majority of the infrastructure of the manufacturing, that's what I mean. Majority of the manufacturing of Tesla and the chips, Nvidia, as well as Apple's, products are manufactured in China. That could be a problem right there when you push back and like that. But United States is only asking for the U.S. base, the U.S. members, but that's enough to pretty much put majority of the power in United States' hand of that TikTok app. Okay, so what can Trump do? Most likely, when Trump gets in office on January 20th, by the stroke of a pen, he's going to sign him an executive order because he's already said, I do not want TikTok banned. TikTok ain't going nowhere, or it's really not. So he's going to write an executive order saying that it has to be sold. It has to be sold immediately. It might put a date on there, giving them time to get their ducks in order. But this guy right here, Mr. Frank McCoy, he's more in line to take it where the vision of most likely Elon Musk, the Doge group, and whatnot, and Trump want this to go. Okay, you have to understand that's who's gonna be in power, and it's the White House. The CEO ain't got no what it's called, no say so. Either he get on board and sell it, that U.S. portion back to United States American citizens, or it goes down and they blocked him from us using it anymore. It growing and it just goes down, down, down. So smart businessman is going to sell that portion to the U.S. Or he might just say, hell with U.S. and don't sign nothing over it. I made enough money. You ain't gonna get it. I'm not gonna give you my user base. You can't have them. Sorry. That could happen. It could be so upset and angry that I'm not giving you nothing. You'll never get TikTok. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens if they sell it for the 20 to 30 billion dollars, or because they gotta put a cap on them, telling them what it's worth. That portion what's worth. You gonna tell me what mine is worth? Because soon as United States gets it, they can scale this up so high. Whoever gets TikTok, if they do sell it, oh my God. Oh my God. You better be on TikTok if it's sold to someone in you, because they're gonna take this to a different level, and they're most likely gonna compete directly with Meta, Facebook, to get their hands into the advertisement that Facebook gets, which is over 200 billion a year. And they're gonna tap into that ecosystem and give a smidget, just a portion, because they could just give a portion and make it more inviting to these advertisers that pay on Facebook 200 billion a year. They can make it more inviting and have them come over there and pay them a bigger cut, a chunk to pay less, and advertise on this juggernaut space, as well as they can give the content creators, they'll like make it more advertising than them. That's what they like to do for the first 2, 3, 5 years. Put money in their pocket, give them a boost of 10, 20% more than any other social media platform if you push your content here. And the content creators are gonna come. Yeah, yeah. They'll use all of them, but they're gonna come. But I just wanted to make sure you had this information. It's been going long enough. Just want to make sure you understood, stand out here, that they play chess. They ain't like us. Okay? You play checkers. Peace. Herbert Kareem.
Hands down, the black woman is the most beautiful species on the face of the planet Earth. There ain't nothing on earth better than a black woman.
Now from the beginning, yeah, God gave you to me, but I took it for granted, ignoring all the pain I put you through. I could never